Could Venezuela actually defend itself against the most powerful military on Earth? On paper, Venezuela has fighter jets, tanks, air defenses, and one of the largest armed forces in Latin America. But against the United States military, would any of that matter? Let's break down reality versus perception. The United States spends more on defense than the next several countries combined. Venezuela, meanwhile, has relied heavily on Russian, Chinese, and Iranian military support. So the real question isn't whether Venezuela has weapons. It's whether those weapons could stop U.S. military power. Venezuela's armed forces, known as the Fuerza Armada Nacional Bolivariana, include a large army with tanks and armored vehicles, an air force centered around Russian Su-30 fighters, a navy focused on coastal defense, a National Guard and militia used heavily for internal security. On paper, manpower looks impressive. In reality, readiness is another story. Venezuela's strongest conventional asset is its Su-30 fighter jets. They are capable aircraft but limited spare parts, reduced pilot training hours, aging maintenance infrastructure. The United States, by contrast, operates F-35 and F-20 stealth fighters, long-range bombers, AWACS surveillance aircraft, full air superiority doctrine. In any direct conflict, air dominance would be established quickly. Venezuela operates Russian-made air defense systems, including medium-range surface-to-air missiles, radar networks, man-pads for low-altitude threats. These systems could threaten helicopters, challenge older aircraft, slow low-altitude operations, but against stealth aircraft, electronic warfare, precision standoff weapons, their effectiveness would be limited. Venezuela's navy is designed for coastal patrol, not blue water warfare. The U.S. Navy fields aircraft carrier strike groups, submarines, long-range cruise missiles. Any naval confrontation would be one-sided. Control of sea lanes would be lost early. Where Venezuela does have leverage is asymmetric warfare. This includes urban terrain, militia forces, internal security networks, political loyalty within the ranks. However, these tools are defensive, domestic-focused, ineffective against long-range U.S. strikes. They do not stop air power, they only complicate occupation. Russia, China, and Iran provide equipment, training, limited intelligence support. But none are likely to engage U.S. forces directly. Deploy combat units to Venezuela. Support would remain indirect and symbolic. Against a full U.S. military campaign. No, Venezuela cannot match U.S. power conventionally. But could it increase political costs? Yes. Create regional instability? Yes. Complicate post-conflict control? Yes. Defense is not about winning, it's about surviving pressure. Venezuela's military is built for regime survival, internal control, regional deterrence. Not for defeating a global superpower. In modern warfare, technology, logistics, and alliances decide outcomes, and the gap is overwhelming. Military power isn't just about weapons, it's about systems, readiness, and sustainment. And that's where the difference becomes clear. If you enjoy grounded military analysis without hype, like, subscribe, and comment what country or system we should analyze next.